the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Trojans offense will have its first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Covey. There he goes! Touchdown, Northwestern! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. We saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's going to take off. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback
breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to bow his way in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. The extra point here would tie the game. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He's got the back in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Dropping back, it's Stone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to move the chain. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Sanders. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got...
And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. catches him. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Stone. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be a...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Got it in the middle, it's Albright. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The give to the left side. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Stone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably... So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Right on the money. Spins away from one. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Mayava. catch in the middle. It's Lemon. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the...
Turning on the Jets. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he had just enough to will that one home. The lead down to just 3, 20-17.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Stone. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line, as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Lemon. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Trojans are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Intercepted, number 19. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the penalty. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Leaves it with the running back. Got room on the return. Still on his feet. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Powers through the defender. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for room, it's Jordan. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How about that changeup on 3rd down? You're expecting pass, 3rd and long, and they slip a run in there? Man, really took advantage of the defense playing the sticks, playing 3rd down and long, and got it. And boy, did it pay off.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his man. It's Lemon. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
221 wing. 221 wing. Ready.
Looking to pass. It's Mayaba. Gonna let it fly. Makes a catch at the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. The give as they work on that clock. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Power football with the run. Plows through the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Stone. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. To the air. It's Mayava. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Touchdown, USC! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. It's caught. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Caught over the middle. It's Albright. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Timeout, Northwestern.
To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays.